Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room powered by Extreme. I'm your host Dhaka. The goal test between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka is going on, and as usual and as expected, piles of runs, heaps of runs we saw on the third day as usual. And to talk about all that, I have Abid Hussain Sami with me. Sami, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
As expected, flurry of runs, a big century, and toothless Bangladeshi bowling. Your analysis of the third day overall?
সব মশার বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দিতে এলো বসুন্ধরা এক্সট্রিম অ্যারোসল মশার বিরুদ্ধে এক্সট্রিম সুরক্ষা
I think it was a combination of the positive intent of the Sri Lankan batters followed by indisciplined bowling by the Bangladeshi bowlers. Apart from that, I must mention one particular thing that about the wicket, the spinners were purchasing turns but they were not able to purchase the drifts and also the grips. To talk about that, you have to be very much skillful as far as the overspin is concerned. But unfortunately, in our country, we're very much used to using the side spins, not the overspin. So, because of that particular fact, we often struggle overseas, especially on Australia and England, on South African condition. But on this particular surface, in this particular surface, you have to be very much rely on your overspin. But neither Taijul Islam nor Naeem Hassan, they're not that much used to as far as the overspin is concerned. And I have seen Pathum Nishanka, he played a brilliant knock and he's an all-format cricketer.
Exactly.
Talking about test cricket, talking about one day, talking about T20 cricket, he's all there. I have seen anything short, he's just whipping the ball towards square, anything over pitch, just lacing the ball towards the cover. I think altogether it was a brilliant knock.
Exactly, and Pathum Nishanka is someone I feel that in the next 4 or 5 years he will be a very big star in the world cricket. Again, Sami, let's talk about the Bangladeshi bowling first. You've mentioned lack of spin from the pitch, lack of ability to side spin, overspin the ball. But in that sort of situations, when things are not going for you, when things are against you, especially the condition, the pitch, and the batsman is heaping up runs, the bowlers tend to bowl defensively and frustrate the batsman and then try to get a wicket or do something out of the blue. We didn't see from the Bangladeshi bowlers, especially from the spinners. Taijul, our most experienced and best test bowler, and Naeem. They both leaked runs. Taijul was bowling around 4 and over in the economy. Naeem was also same. On the other hand, Sri Lanka's worst bowler in the first innings in Bangladesh, he was bowling around 3.5. So when your best spinners or the best spin duo you have leaking runs at around 4 in and over, I think Bangladesh almost went away from the match on the third day at that place.
Rightly said, you were very much spot on. Considering one particular fact that I was watching a particular stint when Sri Lanka were able to score only 5 runs within 4 overs, and on that particular stint, Dinesh Chandimal got himself out in the leg slip. So that was the stint where Bangladesh was controlling the game. All of a sudden, they were not that much disciplined from the very early stage. Rightly mentioned about keeping the right areas tight, keeping the things tight for the Sri Lankan batters, but they were very much indisciplined. I have seen Nahid Rana, I think he just missed the trick of keeping the length and keeping the line tight. He was bowling short of a length deliveries, but those were not well directed bouncers.
Sami, that's what I was coming to next, that our pacers, apart from, we played 2 pacers of course, apart from Mahmudul, Nahid was there, and when you have a pace bowler who has got some pace as his quiver, in his quiver, he bowled short, but those were not well directed bouncers, not well directed short balls. They were long hops which the batsman dispatched very comfortably. When you have pace, it can be a weapon, but when it is misplaced, it is easy picking for the batters, right?
I think that particular thing for Nahid Rana, it has been going on
for a long time,
since the last BPL. I guess I don't know, is there any issue regarding his workload management or not, because he played ample amount of matches during the BPL without getting any kind of rest. After that, I have seen Nahid Rana bowling in Sharjah, and the ball was just slipping away from his hand. Maybe the dew factor was on that occasion, but his well-directed bouncers were not seen since the BPL. So I don't know, maybe the experts can tell it a bit more, because if any kind of workload issue is going on for Nahid Rana, I think that particular thing should be neutralized.
Also, speaking about Rana, when he was bowling with some fire, 90 miles, 92 miles I've seen him bowling today. But then again, pace misused is a bad thing for the bowlers, right? I mean, Sri Lankan batters, they were coming new, and Bangladesh just broke the long-standing partnership between Nisanka and Matthews, and later on Dhananjaya, Kamindu. But Kamindu and Dhananjaya, when they were started to build a partnership, do you think Bangladeshi captain missed a trick by not bringing up Nahid and bowled quite a few bouncers and unsettled them?
I think the execution of the plan is very much important. Maybe he missed the trick, but Nahid Rana was being used since the start of the innings, but he was not executing the plans well. Look, talking about Pratham Nishanka, what I have analyzed that he's very much weaker on the deliveries, which actually nips back in towards the right-hander from the fourth stump or the fifth stump. But what we have seen for those kind of deliveries, you need the perfect length to execute.
Exactly.
Nahid Rana was bowling that those over-pitch deliveries towards Pratham Nishanka, and
too full or too short?
Too full or too short, and he was cover driving those very well. And one particular thing that Dinesh Chandimal, in last 9 matches, he got out himself in the leg slip on 5 occasions. But the plan was not there from the very beginning. The plan was there, but it was too late then. So even talking about Kamindu Mendes, his weak zone is bowling towards the top of the off stump, but neither Nahid Rana nor Hassan Mahmood, they were not able to execute their perfect plans. Thanks to Almighty that when the new ball was taken, Hassan just placed a ball, it nipped in towards Pratham Nishanka.
And Nishanka missed the line.
Yeah, right. he missed the line and he got himself out. But the discipline was not there
exactly
on maximum number of occasions by both the pace bowlers.
That's something, Sami, it's not a new phenomena in Bangladesh cricket, right? We've been seeing this for a long time. Whenever Bangladesh is in the back foot, they let the opposition get away with the match. Do you think something similar is going to happen with this test match also? Mind you, there is still 2 days left. Sri Lanka still can get a lead of 220, 250 and call on Bangladesh to bat in the second innings. And Bangladesh, we know, in the second innings, can topple like dominoes, right?
You know what? Today I was having a conversation with the Honorable Board President, Mr. Namirul Islam, and we were remembering a particular match against India where India declared at a very early stage, then they got Bangladesh all out after the Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma. They had a flying start and they won the match for India. So history can repeat. History can repeat, and as history says that Bangladesh become very vulnerable when as far as the second innings is concerned. So anything can happen, but I think discipline is the key. Discipline is the key as far as when you are bowling in this sort of condition, and also you have to rely on your best possible skills. And talking about the skills, when you are bowling on that kind of surface, which is very much like golf, the surface is flat, you are purchasing the turn, but you are not purchasing the drift or the zips. So we were missing the zips from the pace bowlers and also from the spinners. So in that kind of surface, you have to rely on your multiple skills, which Bangladeshi spinners are very much way behind. We were talking about the overspin kind of nature. I can remember a particular test match. It was maybe happening in Ahmedabad. It was between India and England, and Ravichandran Ashwin. He mentioned one particular thing that on those kind of surface, when the surface is not providing something, offering something for the bowlers, then you have to rely on your multiple skills. Sometimes you have to bowl your overspin, sometimes you have to bowl undercutter deliveries. So these are the things.
All the variations come out.
All the variations come out, and these are the things what makes a legend legend.
Right. Well, Sami, at the end, what we want to talk about is a lot of criticism has been going on. Let's talk about some optimism. Do you find any optimistic thing for the from the next 2 days? Can Bangladesh stay in the match, and can they bowl out Sri Lanka within, let's say, next 2 sessions tomorrow?
I think as you earlier mentioned, that you have to be very much disciplined, and sometimes bowling in a defensive manner can be the trick for you when the wicket is very much flat. You have to create pressure, You have to create pressure over Sri Lankans, and after that, just wait for the mistakes they commit. And I think if Bangladesh can purchase 3 or 4 wickets in the very first session, it can be a match on for Bangladesh. Even the risk factor is there, the vulnerability at the second innings for Bangladesh. But it's a positive matter that in the first innings they played a brilliant knock, especially Najmul Hossain Shanto and Liton Kumar Das, and also Mushfiqur Rahim.
Right.
Mushfiqur Rahim ensured the stability of the innings, and on the other hand, we have seen Najmul Shanto and Liton Kumar Das just accelerating the firepowers and playing test match in a very positive manner with a very positive intent. I think that was the only positive thing that I can tell in last 8 to 9 months stints of Bangladesh in test match cricket. So I think the positives are there, but you have to execute your plans. This is the most important thing.
Hopefully, Bangladesh will be able to do that. Thank you, Sami.
Thank you.
That's
so
all
much
the time we have for you today.
Thank you so much.
That was another episode of Inside the Dressing Room powered by Extreme. I'll be back soon with more sporting topics, more discussions. Till then, you take care.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.